Across our country, a school safety committee has been touring Baldwin County schools. They found some problems and came up with some solutions. Fox 10 News reporter Matt Barentine wanted to know if those recommendations will now lead to action.
It takes no explanation why school safety is on everyone's mind these days. In Baldwin County, a group of 6 volunteer advisors with enforcement backgrounds have been touring schools. Ex-Secret Service agent Kevin Levy says they immediately found things that needed changing, like cameras that were more focused on students rather than possible intruders.
Remember, when a lot of these things were put into place, they weren't necessarily placed there with the mindset that a lot of parents and students and teachers have now.
They also found communication could be a serious issue in a crisis.
We want to improve the ability for not only schools to communicate with first responders, but also for schools to communicate amongst themselves.
Some of the security issues could be easily changed.
Most of what we found is not necessarily an over-expensive fix, but rather a procedural thing that's already in place that maybe with some modifications can be used more efficiently.
Baldwin County Superintendent Dr. Alan Lee says the school system security has never had such a thorough going over.
So these guys are really going to reinforce good, positive safety behavior, and I know that it's not going to cost us a lot to do some of the very basic things that they've identified.
A big question will be, how fast will the system make these changes?
Those things that cost us nothing will be things we'll implement right away. Those items that they suggest that we do that are going to cost us money, we're going to look for the money to budget and get those taken care of.
One of the things the system is likely to budget for is a new radio system to help with communication.
We don't want anything to ever happen to any of our children, and so we're going to do what it takes to try to make sure that doesn't happen.
And that's the bottom line everyone agrees on. In Baldwin County, Matt Barentine, Fox 10 News.
So far, the Public Safety Committee has only toured a handful of schools, but eventually members intend to tour all 45 campuses in Baldwin County.